Okay, let's see. Card design philosophy. I don't want to make cards that just increase damage or status effects numbers. That's easy, that's been done. I want new things. Increasing or decreasing a value is too basic. But yes, okay, so that's what inventory management games do, but not really, because it adds the placement feature or aspect. So it's not necessarily just adding or subtracting values. It's actually more difficult than that. So that's why I added charges, because I can place a card that adds or removes a value, and that can change a card. So it's not terribly bad. Okay, the effect of the card should not immediately be obvious. Okay, yes, it's okay. That's nice to have. Cards should allow interesting combination and synergies with other cards. They should feel that you can create creative and interesting effects with the combination you can come up with. Yes, that's objective. Combining cards should feel like programming your hero's behavior. Yes, okay. Create types of cards allows for lots of cards of a type with variations. Okay, so I need to create types of cards. Let's be a little bit more clear. Creating types of cards allows for lots of cards of a type with variations. Okay, so this is the most important one. They should allow combinations, combos. So this charge combo was really important because it allows this to change that. The problem is that when can I activate a card? That's another problem. So maybe I can add more fusion cards that can be enabled in different things. Gotta go. Okay, so what should I do? So, new items with different activation events. That would be nice. On sleep, on shield, on lose shield. Let's add on add shield, on add as on as what was I thinking? On sleep, on start sleep, on add heal, like this. That's tough, you know, because if I do this, well, I could add a fusion that says, well, I mean that adds a on combat, I mean a trigger, right? A condition while that starts it should start activation trigger on combat. So if it's on combat, it's triggers. So this sleep doesn't work. Actually, no. Sleep does not. Sleep disables cards activation. So no. Cancel this. I should cancel that one. So when a shield is added, I could add something. I could activate a card on add shield, on lose shield. Yeah, this could be fun. This could be fun. On heal. So when I add a shield or add poison, a card gets activated. On add heal. So I need a fusion card that adds the activation. Activation. On add poison. It could be really interesting. Imagine if lots of enemies add poison to me, right? So I could add, well, yeah, not bad on lose shield. Imagine if lots of enemies add poison to me. So if that happens while the combat starts, while the combat lasts, I could activate a card constantly. Maybe this is not a bad idea. add shield or lose shield. So every time I lose a shield, so I could activate another card every time something bad happens to me. So I could add or lose shield. Right, add or lose a shield, on add, lose shield, on add, lose poison, on add, lose heal, health. And also on add, lose weak, and so on. So maybe I should add more status effects. Tires makes all cooldowns take longer. This could be useful if I combine it with sleep. But it's not really a status. Well, yes, it could last for a few seconds, maybe. Okay, maybe I should add more status effects. Yes, I'm gonna add this one, confuse. So let's go. Okay, so so when a card gets added, should I add one of these? So it's an effect. And here I set it to being confused. Okay, let's do this. Cards, components, effects, weak, poison, okay, so let's add a new script, scriptable objects, playable, asset script, behavior script, empty. So you are a confuse effect. Interesting. So let's see. This guy is similar to these ones. So I just have to, what's the most easier one? This one. Let's do this. Fuse effect. And when it executes, target add shields. No, thank you. Add shields to the target. Create icon, choice say. Set quantity. What? What's this? Quantity checks. Okay, confuse. So let's add confuse. Let's tell you to be confused. And open them again. I have a discharge. Okay, all should have the. Okay, let's do component effects should when or after it's used. Okay, should I choose the effect, or maybe I must set how it works? So the problem is that when an enemy starts chasing, so it only starts chasing one enemy. Because when it adds the chase target, when entering the chasing detector, and when close combat enters, it adds the combat target, but only when the close combat target enters. So what should I do with this? Let me check. So we have the hero. I should have enemies. Let me see. Okay, so for example, a goblin has a combat collider. This combat collider. So maybe I can, for example, ask other colliders, or ask this collider to see the other enemies that it collides with. Oh, hi, Smoker. Hi, how are you? Thanks for coming. I am here adding some confuse effects, which is a new effects for the cards. Okay, nice, me too. Add confuse icon to target. So create icon. So how can I ask the collider with which other colliders it's colliding? Let's ask Croc. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Okay, give me a second, please. Okay, so in Unity 6, how can I ask a collider this? Or rather, how can I get all the colliders it collides with at a given moment? So to get all the colliders, you can use several approaches. On collision stay, a list, okay, to maintain a list of colliders. On collision stay, every frame, but that's a bit complicated. Every frame, I don't like this. Or this one, I like this one. Why do I have an asterisk? Overlap at a specific moment, yes, in response to an event, physics overlap. Alright, this one, I like this one. Their overlap sphere, or I need a specific or physics overlap. Closest point or physics compute penetration. For more precise checks, okay. Collision collider, collision stay, or on trigger stay. Yes. On collision stay, okay. Consideration for on trigger. Physics performance, layer-based collisions performance. may perform better. Okay, so maybe I could add a list of all the colliders, or not. Maybe I could ask when do they enter, or can I do it like target collider on weapon collider hit? No. So let's see, I have a collider here, a transform middle point, I have an entity. Okay, combat entity. Let me check what else do I have. Sprite, mesh transform, combat collider. Why do I have this? Resource 1. What? I don't need this. Remove. Okay. So I need to store this combat collider. Does it get stored when building a building? I mean, when creating enemies? Set up enemy. Do I get a collider around here? Collider. No, I don't get a collider. Only here. But that's the collider of the building. Okay, so here it's set up. It stores all the information. So what can I do? Weak, confuse. So I need the collider here. I need a collider. What can I do here? What can I do? Enemy prefab data. What can I get here? Auto battles, travel, being animation controller, and I have the enemy. I have the mesh transform, my entity being, destination. Okay, what can I do? So I need a way to access the collider from the auto battles manager. So it gets the target there. Let me see. Maybe I can get the combat collider here. Close combat collider. I could get the combat collider. So let me check. Let's do it like this just to test. Collider. Combat, let's be specific, close combat collider. So here I can get a close combat collider. And can I see this contact? What did I say here? Overlap. Okay, let's see. Do we have an overlap? No. Okay, can I specify the physics? Overlap, capsule, sphere, box, capsule, I don't have a specific mesh to change here. Point capsule, overlap capsule, radius. So the only way, let me ask you, what if I want to use a specific collider? Okay, collision types, momentary checks. Continuous tracking I don't like because it's too slow, and I don't need 2D. Rigid body. Okay, I have a rigid body or not? Oh no. You know, I will need to have a rigid body. One time check. So I have this for 2D capsule, box, circle. Okay, maybe, you know, maybe I can use a sphere instead. Precise overlap with physics compute penetration. No, that's, I don't need precision. Handle multiple colliders. Okay, filter collision events. Checking this. Oh no, physics overlap. So maybe I can use an overlap for a sphere collider. Yeah. Let's try to use a physics overlap using a sphere over sphere. What's this? A sphere computes in a provided buffer. Collider int. Okay, so this gets the query interaction. Yeah, yes. So the position I want to test it is on the target position. The target transform position. Radius is the radius of the target collider, close combat collider, and the layer mask should be, wait a minute, let's do a search because I don't remember. There we go, layer mask. This is how you use this, right? I hope. Layer mask, let's be even more specific. So this gets the layer mask called terrain. This gets the layer mask called UI. This gets the layer mask combat being. So combat being, alright, this same. Let's copy paste here. Let's say, okay, so I'm gonna get this. Oh, radius. Wait. So collider. Let's be even more specific. Let's say as sphere collider. Can I do this? Sphere collider. There. No, I can't do this. Radius. Oh, it worked. Shape. Okay, so let's divide this first. It's the position, then the radius, then the layer mask, and then what else? Oh yes, true. The query trigger interaction. Wait a second. You must start like this. Collide. Queries always report trigger hits. Yes. Okay, so this gets me an array of colliders. An array of colliders called colliders. Good. So now that I have many colliders, what I can do is update the target, right? Remove, set up target, remove combat target, get active target. Okay, so I want to replace okay, so this is a bit complex, isn't it? Because how can I do it when it stops being confused, right? Okay. So maybe I can wait a second. So what's this for? Oh, because this changes the active target. So I can do a public void. Let's do a change active target. New target. So this so this is a previous active target. Maybe I can do it like this, replace the active target. Let's do a private. Private. My hands are frozen. Okay, so this replaces collided enemy. Maybe I can do it like this. So this is the new one. Okay, new target. Change target like this. There. So now if I still have some enemies, I mean targets, I replace this. Okay. And then I can do a similar to this, but it's a get. Let's do previous active target, and I set this as return. So now I can do like this. Change active target, and I can do change active target, autobattler manager. So I can get let's say any Unity engine random range from 0 to collider's length. There we go. So I can get the autobattler manager, and let's call it new target. There. So now we have the new target. Simple. Let's just add this here. Okay, so I have the new target here. So let's see. Here I can add shield, status, create icon, so this first gets the collider. Oh wait, I should get the transform parent. There we go. Because it detects the collider, but the collider has a parent. In fact, it has two parents. Parent, get component. And then it gets it changes the target there. And then when this finishes, it needs to go back to the original Oh, I have this extend duration, right. So I have that. Status twin. So this extends the duration. So let's see, I have this. So I have a callback. Let's see, this destroys the confuse icon, and this gets the target previous active target. No, wait, get p. There we go. That's all it does. So now creates this, the active target icon. Let's get this. Active. Let's do this. So this extends the duration of the active status twin. Okay, effect callback. What's this? False. Include loops. False. Target game object. Okay. So this, no need for this set quantity. Actually, yes. Can I change the create icon? So I should put this set quantity, extend duration. I should get the duration of this each time I add to this twin. I should set the duration. Let's take this duration, right? Okay, as int. Let's not do this. Is this a method? Include loops. Let's do a false, and let's pass this as an int. There we go. So when this changes, confuse, let's do the same thing so it shows how long it lasts. Poison effect. This is the same. Okay. Add shields, simple weak. This is the same. Okay, so set status. They all say 1. So where I had an enum here, enum card, enum to readable, twin ID. Okay, so I'm gonna change the twin ID enum. This is possible. Like this. Let's do an int. There we go. So this way I don't forget. Target. So that's not a twin. This is a twin. This is a twin. Okay. This is not a twin. And this is not a twin either. Okay, so this is a timed twin. When it starts, or rather when it gets triggered, I change the target should change no, it should change when it gets applied. So each time it gets applied, it gets confused, and I need to add a confuse icon. Where is it? Oh, there. So I create the icon for wake, shield, sleep, and another one called confuse. So let's add a sprite weak confused status icon. So here I have it, a confused status icon on the common UI assets. Let's go. There we go, confused. Maybe I'll need to create a new one. I'm not sure yet. So where is it? It should be here. Let's recompile. Man, my hands are freezing. My hands are freezing. Okay, confused. Status icon. So if I don't find a appropriate icon, I'm going to create it. So I don't know, how could it be? Okay, there is none. There is no confused icon that is appropriate. So let me look for it. Let me get a icon confuse. Okay. Oh, that's a question mark. That's nice. It's like two question marks. Let's see. Confused icon. Again with this one, I like that. Many question marks. See, I like that. That's very clear, I think. Very, very clear. Yep. What is this? Alright, yes, I think it's pretty clear. Yes, like that. Yeah, many question marks will be good enough. So I open the file, sleep week. Let's see, so let's save a new one, save. Confused. Okay, be right back, I need a coffee. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. You know what is faster? If I just write. Can I write with this? Doesn't seem I can write. I can't write. Edit. Insert text. This. So area. Wait. Arimo. Let's do this. Okay, this is too small. Let's do 50. I don't like the font. Let's try this. No, I don't like this either. Man, this suck. This one. All right. This one regular. This is regular. Deja vu. Let's try this. No. Okay, let's skip it. This one and that's it. Okay, this one. Let's copy. Paste. Let's try again. And let's try again. Oh no. There. Good enough. confused. Apply. They get confused. Okay, so confused status. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Oh, I need to create the components creator. Where is it? There, item components creator. So with this I have modify health. There we go, modify health. Modify health. What's this? The value? Oh. Sleep effect. What is this for? Okay. Sleep effect, shield, weak, poison. Let's add confuse. Is this positive? Confuse 1. And now this is positive, right? Oh, positive. No, I mean true. It's very common. It's not to self but to enemy. There. Okay, so 1. This is false. -1. There is another that is self, and it adds a 1, and another one that is true, that is minus confused. So what I need now is a lot of effects component. Let's do this. And there. Do I have confuse? I don't have confuse. So let's just delete this, all of these. Let's delete all of them. I forgot the add card to player, space, effect component. Let's do many more there. Enemy shield health. So that's That's a lot. That's not much. Health. Let's try again. Oops, there. 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 Weak. Sleep. Shield. Wait a minute. This is... There should be... Wait. If I don't see it now, it means there is an error. There, yes, there is an error. Something's wrong. So where was it? Component creator. Let's add this guy here. Oops. There. So create effects data. I can have rarity shuffle bag here. Total bag size. Positive items list. Positive combo components. So this one positive or negative. So when I say I get one of these, get random effect value. So how many values do I have here? Alright, so 1, 2 is ordered by rarity. And then I do it like this. Feel positive and negative. Okay. Positive and negative. What's this? Okay. So this is used here. Create effects components. So here I get random item component. So if it's positive, it gets it from positive. If it's negative, it gets it from the negative. And then it assigns it a random value. Wait, value by this. Oh, so it should be minus, or shouldn't be 4. Why? I saw a 4 right there. There, true. Sleep enemy 1. Why is it 4? I don't know. That was a mistake. So maybe I should change that. So if it's there, if it's positive, it should change to 1. If it's negative, it should be -1. Or rather, it depends. It depends, so I must configure it myself. I just need to make sure to always make it 1 and -1. True. So this is very common, confuse effect. This is added there. So this is added there. So effects component data list. Okay, base rarity item data. Create rarity, shuffle back. So this is for the combos, and this is for the effects. Let me change that. Confuse status effects. Okay. So effects component data. Let's change something. Let's do 2000. There. You know what? Maybe I should just print. Create shuffle pad. Can I see this? This is private. Item component creator. Okay, I just want to take a look at it. Let's see. Let's do a debug log. Wait a second. And this is a for each organic general helpers log debug log array. Okay. Easy. The array and the string is effect component positive. There. Let's see what happens. Okay. Where is it? Assets new. What's this? For effect component positive. What? So this is 6, 7. What does it print? Oh, it's an index, right? So I'm not sure what. There are 200 numbers here. Okay, this isn't very useful. I need something readable. So let's do a for each. Oh, look at this. That's why. Yeah, why not? Index index. So I'm gonna get the positive item list. I'm just gonna print it. Debug dog effect there. Let's say index dot wait. Base rarity. So this is effect item component data. Effect item component data. Dot. Oh, come on. Base item component data. Okay, base item card, item component. So item come on. Let's put it here as item component text. Okay, let's see. Index out of range. What in the freak? Copy effect list. What? I didn't change anything. What's going on? I didn't change anything. You crazy. Copy effects list. Accept visitor. Okay. There. Get random item component. There it gets one of these. Positive effect components. Length. Because this is 0. Is this 0? This, maybe this is 0. For each int in. I'm just printing this. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Let's try again. Okay, now it works. Okay, confuse. There we go. We have a confuse, poison, shield, confuse, confuse, shield, confuse, confuse. Okay. Do I have a confuse here? But I know it's there. I know it's in the thing. Let's do this. Okay. Can I do a help? Add cards there. How was it called? Effects components. Effect component. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shield, shield, health, health, shield. I want confuse, please. It's supposed to be one really common. Health, shield, 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 health. In the end, it's like it's rare, you know. Shield, shield, shield. Wow, shield is really common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Health, shield, sleep, sleep, health, shield. Why is shield so common? I need to fix that. Okay. Maybe I must increase the number of from 200 to 300 maybe. Health, shield, sleep. No man, this is unacceptable. And I could see it here. Look, it's there. It's there. But why? You know, when I click on get random item component effect, from here I get a random. So why is that shield is so common? Confuse effect, weak, shield. So it's very common. I'm gonna just common, you know, just common. Shield common, shield common, shield common. Okay, sleep is very powerful, so it's common. Shield common, shield common, shield common, weak. Okay, so you are very common, weak, poison, very common, confuse, very common. Where is health? Ah, there. Health is very common. Okay, let's do a compile. And let's try again. So as you can see, we have common, confuse, poison, sleep, confuse, so it's there. The thing is, I'm not sure how many. Wait. FX self-sleep. Maybe the problem is the text. Could it be? Maybe the problem is the text that doesn't update correctly. Help, please. Hey. Help. Add. Do I have a common? No, I have a effects components. What? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Health. Again shield? What's the matter with this? Again shield. Something is wrong here. Something is working kinda in a strange way. Shield, weak. Wait a minute. Confuse. So this is confuse. Target type, text, confuse. So weak effect, confuse effect, weak, confuse effect, weak effect. It says here weak, it says here confuse. What else am I missing? I may be missing something. Come on, think. Playable cards, effects. So we have a weak effect here. Should be working. So here I just get an item component container. If the effects list is this, I add. Why is this like that? And here I get positive and negative. Effects component list. I copy this and I add this. So here I get a positive or a negative component, effect component, and here I add it and I return it. Why is this grayed out? Please explain. Or should I say yes, so smart. Let's see. Why are the two last lines grayed out? unnecessary. Get random. Unnecessary. No, you are unnecessary. If this is equals 0, so yeah, I think if it's 0, that's not necessary. Like, but I mean, like, a bit silly. Why do I need to reset this if this is 0? No idea. So get random item component. True. So let's set a debug. Debug.log effect text effect got. Let's see. Random effect got. Let's try again. Oh. Oh, it's post, right. Just let's shield. And let's paste this here. And let's clear this. 1. So I got shield and weak, right? Oh, shield and weak, twice the same. Shield and shield. Okay. Too many shields. Why? Why do you always get shield? What's the matter with you? Are you crazy? 1 shield, 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 shield. Okay, health. Why do you always get shield? Shield, health, sleep, health, shield, sleep, shield, always the same. You crazy. Shield, health, shield, sleep, shield, health, shield, sleep, health, shield. Oh man, I don't like this one bit. Wait a second, maybe sleep, health, sleep, health, sleep, shield, sleep, health, weak. No, this is wrong. Maybe the shuffle bug is badly implemented. Let's see. Create rarity shuffle bug. Okay, so rarity. And total bag size. Calculate number of slots for this item based on its percentage. I'm gonna add it here. So for each item, how many should I add? Slots. And these slots equals 1. Non-zero percentage. Normalized percentage. Index slot. Let's do it here. Debug log. Shuffle back. Item dot, oh, I don't know what's getting added. Base rarity item data, so I don't know. I will not be able to know what gets added in the shuffle bag. Okay, let's go back to this. Man, I wish I knew how many are for each item. How can I do this? Maybe if I add a new data point. Here. So I can add, look, I'm gonna add public int items quantity and string name. Let's do an item name. Base rarity item data. There. No, not there. Here. No, not here. There. Okay, let me see. So here I add positive items. We create new effect data. Okay, this holds this, and this is a base item, and the base item is a base rarity. Okay, so when this gets added, I can effect there. So as you can see, I have a new data point. And I can add an item name equals effect component title text there. So now when the rarity is called here, I can add a debug item name slots like this item. So I can also update the number of slots. Items quantity equals slots there. Rarity shuffled there. No, adjust the size if needed. Shuffle, then I shuffle it into shuffle bag. Okay, let's see what I can get from here. Okay, let's see. Shuffled, no name, slots 5, 3, 4. Effect. Okay, let me check here. Effect. Then I can do a quantity. Let's do this quantity plus the same quantity, right? How many quantity? I can't. Items quantity. So there is an error here. That should be before this one, right? Okay, rarity shuffle weak slots, sleep shield there. But this doesn't have a name. Maybe because it's the confuse 20. Or you know what, maybe because sleep 18. So I should have a positive and negative. Weak. Well, let's count. Shield 1, 2, 18 for each. Shield. Again, shield twice. Let's do a plus. Can I know if it's positive or negative, or what type of thing does it have? No. Items, item, items quantity, rarity, item name, slots, rarity. There. So I suppose that shield appears twice because I actually have that's 4 times shield appears. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So why is that? Because one targets the enemy and it's not positive. The other targets the enemy and it's positive. Then it targets the self and it's positive. Then it targets the self and it's not positive. That's why it appears so many times. That's why. So there are many variations of this. Weak effect should appear 4 times. Poison effect appears, how many? Only twice? Should appear more times. It should appear at least 4. Poison, weak, shield, sleep. Sleep should say -1 also, and that should be like positive. So how many times do I have sleep? Only these 2. So let's create these extra ones. This targets the self, so this is true, which is positive, targets the self. And then another one that targets the enemy, that is not positive and reduces this thing. That reduces the value of that. So let's try again. So shuffle slot 3, that's few. No idea what it is. 22, confused 22, weak 22. So this is shuffled. Something is shuffled here. Item rarity shuffled. Quantity 22. Wow, those are a lot of items. Anyway, still can't get a confuse. So let's add a counter here. Int shuffled counter equals 0. So it goes through all the positive components. And let's add a counter. Shuffle counter plus plus. Effect 200. Okay. Poison quick 22. Quick confuse. Why I can't get to see? I can't get. $200. Health and sleep, sleep and health. Let me check. Sleep and health. Health, sleep. Health, sleep. So where is this? Oh, it's a static. Instance init. Card assets. Okay. So I can't access it from the inspector because it's a singleton. So it doesn't look like the problem is on the on the shuffle bag. Weak. Wait a minute. This goes through each element of the shuffle bag. Quick, 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 quick. Quick, quick. Poison, poison. Sleep. Shield, weak. Sleep, shield, weak. Shield, confuse, health, confuse, shield, sleep, weak. Confuse, confuse, confuse. So it looks like it's shuffled. Confuse, confuse. So the problem is when I get when I get a random item component. So all of that is positive. Let's see. Positive effect. So this adds an effect to the item component, and this is what I get. Random effect got. Effect from the index. Positive effect component indexes. Wait, positive items. Wait. Maybe I should get them from here. There. Wait, this is positive indexes. Positive indexes. Okay, so this gets all the indexes which are shuffled. Let's do a let's say shuffled index positive effect so this is the index it gets from here and the index positive effect components indexes shuffle bag. Yes, gets an index from there and then gets the index from this effects components data list. Effects component data list. Shuffled. Let's change this. Effects components. So maybe the problem is this one. Quantity. There. do this. Let's do this. Item name, items quantity. So it goes through all these. Wait a second, this is wrong. If I'm getting this from this, I'm confused. New effect component is got from the components, from all the components. Okay, so this is got from all the components, effects components. So this gets all the items that are positive from this. Okay, then shuffle index. Let's change ouch. Populated shuffle index. Let's remove this so I don't get confused. Okay, I shouldn't have clicked on that, but doesn't matter. Oh, look at that, I can't get the name. So index is 14613136182 quantity. Positive effect 19 100. So what's the problem here? Effect item name. What's of course add new data. Create new effect data. So effect component, modify health, and this just adds. Okay, I'm gonna change this. There. So this is false. Let's delete all that. So they all use the same. Let's do this. Maybe it gets confused. Enemy. And this is 1. What's the matter? There. There we go. So this is self -1. Let's just copy that here. -1. This is self and is false. Okay, so that should be enough. Modify health. It's true because it's positive. It reduces the enemy's health. Let me a moment, please. Where is it? It's not there. So where was I? Oh yes, I was checking. So this is positive because it adds -1 to the enemy. This is false because to the self, what? This is positive, actually. True. It's positive because it adds +1. This is false because it's... So maybe I should add another one. So there are 4. Let's be ordered. So let's first aim at the enemy. And then, so this is dead. Enemy. What? Okay, now I'm confused. So this is self, and this is added to the self. So this adds there. It's not positive because it removes health. This is good. This is false because it adds health, and this is positive because it removes the health of the enemy. There, true, minus, right. This is leap effect. Okay, this is shield. So when it gets added, it gets added to the effects component data list. And when I get a random thing, it uses that same thing, that same list, and then it gets a random value. So I wish I had this component. Maybe I can get the component and get the text here. There we go. Health, health, sleep, health, shield, health. Oh, look at that. So this is wrong. This is actually wrong. I only get health and shield. Sleep, health, sleep. So I had sleep, shield and health. I have 0 to index. So I have a shuffled index 4, 1, 6, 10, 8, 5, 10. Look at that, isn't that weird? Interesting. So this is always index of less than 10. So but that's okay, isn't it? That's okay. Create rarity shuffle back. So this gets the all the indexes that are positive, and it only gets the first one. This is true, it should get the confuse effect, but there were no confused here. Nothing about confusing. Shield, health, sleep, no poison, no weak. It only uses the first 10. So it should be able to get all of them from this list. So it populates them. This is a temporal list. Creates a shuffle bag using all the positive items, and then it's assigned here. Okay, let's check. Again. Here, let's see. Wait. This is what I get here. So this is just okay. I need to check what's in here. Item populated there. Let's see. Item dot item name, and let's get this. Let's get effect quantity item dot items quantity apply to visual list. No, there. Effect. Let's do this. Let's reset the counter. And let's add just a separator. This. Okay, so you start here. Let's see, what can I get? Okay, let's check. Let's pause. Okay, so as you can see, I always get the same effects. So these effects come from the effects, the components of all the effects, but it's from the indexes of this list of the shuffle bag of indexes. So what they should is this. Populated 01, so there are 10 items in the positive items list. Only 10 positive items of the general effects list. Okay, so that's as expected, but 2020-2015. So this effect, why doesn't have a name? Effect item name. Item in positive. Why doesn't have a name? Please. Item name. There, component text. New item effect component data. There, I get this effect item component. Should be added. Why it doesn't? So let me check. Item name. Item rarity data. Item name, that. Create effect data. There. Create new effect. There, new confuse effect, for example. And here I have the text called confuse. And in here I have the poison. So this should be... Oh, that's why? No, that's okay. Because I create the new data and I add it to the effects component list, data list, as new data. So this effect component should have a text assigned to it, and it should update its item name, and it should be stored here. But in here I see that there is no name. Why is that? Weird. Item. Oh, it's because I have this here, but this is a copy. of all the items. Effects component list. Let's do another. Maybe there is another problem here. Populated effects components. Base rarity. So here item component data. There, item in effect component. There. So all, let's say all effects, then positive, then shuffled index, shuffle indexes. Let's try that again. Let's recompile just in case. Let's go. So let's try that again. Okay, so this is a list of all the populated effects. Sleep, shield. So we have 21 in total. We have all of them. Confuse, poison, weak, shield. Okay. So now we have the positive items. Health, sleep, shield, weak, confuse. Okay, so it works now. Those are the positive effects. We have 10 positive effects from the 21 total effects. Okay, so now in the shuffled indexes of the positive effects, which should contain poison, weak, shield, sleep, health. We have shield, sleep, health, shield, sleep, health, shield, shield, health, sleep, shield. Weird, isn't it? So this is really weird. So maybe the problem is on the creation of this, because I get index. This shuffle bag only stores the indexes of the positive effects. So as you can see, it's 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There up to, no, actually there 5, 1, let's see, 1 or 5. 1 effect health. Effect 8 is shield. Wait. So what's the index of this, I wonder? Poison. So for some reason, oh, don't you tell me, this is a logic problem. I'm such a silly person, you know. Of course, because this creates a shuffle bag of the positive, only the positive ones. Of course, so when I try to get a positive effects, it only uses the indexes of the positive list, but I should get the indexes of the effects of all the datas. That's the problem, of all the effects. That's the problem. Okay, so that's the problem. I'm gonna write it here. The shuffle back should refer to the items in the where all effects are stored, to the items in the effects the problem right now is that the shuffle backs refer to the temporal. There, that's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna eat something and I'm going to come back very soon. Thank you, goodbye.